all the time. I mean, you know, all that is cool for the image and all that, but all them is liabilities, you feel me? I'd rather invest in some real estate, you know what I'm saying? Something
wait, can you repeat that again, man? You're up and coming artist. What did you say you want to do?
I say invest in some assets as opposed to trick off my money on some liabilities like diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Cars that lose value, so you drive them off the lot.
So you're trying to get land.
Exactly, homie. A real asset. Take care of my peoples, cause you know it look good, but at the end of the day, you losing value, homie. It ain't appreciating. It's depreciating. It's losing value.
What do you think? Why do you think it's so hard for people to get that message? You know, I mean, one and a half, you get guys that say they got to impress the females. Female ain't trying to talk to you unless you're blinged out. On the other hand, you got other people feel like they got to show off to the homies and impress them with their riches. I mean, what do you think is how do we get that out of that mindset?
Man, I feel like that's insecurity. Material things ain't nothing, you feel me? At the end of the day, it's who you is, you know? If you wasn't born with it, you gonna die without it. So if you feel you need some diamonds or some jewelry to get at a female, it's because you feel you lack something within yourself, you know what I mean? So all that, as far as that angle, it's like I feel that's insecurity. I made it to the point now where motherfuckers from Missoula, Montana can tell you more about the hood than a nigga from the hood, you feel me? Can tell you about some crippin' and blood more than a nigga that's in that lifestyle. Cause they got it under a microscope. They so fascinated, and it's so much of a phenomenon to them, and it's so entertaining to see us kill each other, and it's so exciting to them that, you know, they got it under a microscope. They damn near study everything a nigga do, from a nigga walk to a nigga talk to the type of music we do. And I ain't talking about black and white. I'm just talking about, you know, street and non-street, like, you know, gutter and suburb. You know what I mean? Like, just have not and haves, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not just on black and white, you know what I mean? But it's a lot of that too. But like you said, it's like everything else. Africa was full of natural resources, but they do. All the diamonds, they came and got it. All the gold, they came and got it. All the niggas, they came and got us. You know what I mean? It's the continent is raped of all its resources. So, you know what I mean? I guess the word they call it is colonialism, when they come and colonize your land, take the resources.
That nigga just thought you was a regular gangbanger.
Yeah, you know, like I said,
using words like that.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, we said it earlier. Like I educated myself. At one point I was ignorant and lost, but like you got to know yourself before you do anything. Before you can make a record, before you can have an opinion, you got to know yourself. Sometimes you got to take 2 steps back to take 10 forward. I mean, I got to fall back from having my jewelry. You know what I mean? Having my everyday money, riding around the hood on leather and chrome, smoking weed all day. Calling the homies up, you got that for me for sure. Going to pick up 200 here, 500 here, 1,000 here, and that's my day. I had to let go of that luxury, go back to being a young dude that was pinching every penny. Maybe had $20 a day to spend, 10 on a sack of weed, 10 to eat, just so I could stay creative and work. And it was hard for my ego. And I was used to being that young fly nigga, take my pick of whatever female I want, at all the parties, all the clubs, the spotlight was on me. I understand that you don't go hit the club and spend 5 racks at night off of your advance. You know what I'm saying? Because I done did that with my street money and woke up the next day with no work and a gang of niggas calling my phone up and I'm missing all this money because I balled out last night. And I hit the club crazy and I felt like I was that nigga for the one night as opposed to having a consistent progress. You know, just the way that it progressed over just issues with the police, issues with just the area, issues with just the city of Los Angeles as a whole, and just the politics of, you know, tribalism and gang activity, and just what we went through from getting raided, getting the shop taken, my brother going to the pen, myself catching the case, us losing the space, my brother coming back home, setting up a table at the bus stop on Crenshaw and Slauson, selling socks and t-shirts, taking the first 1,500, getting one of the spaces, and then it turning into, you know, all of the actual spaces being rented out, everything being renovated. It's multiple employees. You know, it's actually a source of tourism at this point. All type of people from Australia, Europe, Africa, all over the world is pulling up to the Crenshaw and Slauson. And it's not to buy drugs, it's not to do anything illegal, it's to actually tap into the story and support. And so, you know, it's important that the people understand what that process was.
Lauren London, that's you?
Yeah, that's my boy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, so were y'all, how did y'all, were you guys rolling? Did she look over at you at a red light?
I had done an interview years ago when I first came in the game, and I said, I'm gonna get that girl, you know what I mean? And
damn.
So,
and then how long from there?
That was probably like 09.
Hey man,
wow.
so
Yeah,
whatever
I was like,
plans
09.
you have, you know exactly like
I
what.
stick to the script, man.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm
Get
saying?
it?
Nah, but that one thing I noticed about myself when I like, I think, you know, thoughts is powerful in
Yeah.
all facets. Cause even my career, even my life, you know, things end up turning out exactly how I visualized them. Not in this time frame I expected. You know what I'm saying? You always want shit to happen overnight. But, you know, I just had clear visions. You know, obviously outside of my grill, I just mean in music and hustling and just how I viewed myself as an adult when I was a young dude coming up. And your thoughts powerful. That shit, you know, come to life if you stick to your script.
Basically what it is there's a huge amount of value in this cryptocurrency space with trading and exchanging different forms of currency, different times of acquisition, different times of selling. It's very similar to the stock market. So there's people over the last 5-6 years that became very successful trading currencies via different platforms. And so what it is there'll be a big trade that takes place and you'll hear about it next week. And they try to mirror it, but the opportunity came and passed, which is why we came to Amsterdam, because there's a city out here where the whole city is cryptocurrency friendly. And this is an example of what's gonna happen to the rest of the world. And we think that if you get in now, when the value spreads, when the accessibility spreads, you'll be sitting on the right chair. And you know, being out here further brought that to my attention. The 2 successful moves might cover the 8 unsuccessful moves. You might have more information where you go really heavy into these 2 investors because you know what they're doing. And you know, you might invest the whole 100 into these 2, 50-50. But the type of returns that we're seeing in cryptocurrency is not 10%, it's not 7%, it's 700%. And so, you know, outside of the strength of the company, the capacity of the owner, just the model that they built was unique. So we wanted to come see it. And when we did, when we saw it, it was something that we wanted to write a check for immediately. You know, so we cashed out yesterday. We locked in our acquisition of a percentage. And you know, but follow coin, the distinguishing characteristic is that you're gonna follow the investors in real time that are successful in this space already. We involved. It's a lot of other very influential people involved. A lot of people who got wealthy, have flipped money, have become successful in this space already. And it's just starting. We shouldn't be last. Hip hop shouldn't be last on it, you know? We should be early adopters of this, you know? And y'all can say Hustle told you first.
Yeah, basically before my deal and before I really had an outlet to get my music out, I was just full-time hustling and part-time rapping. Like I always had a passion for rap music, and I was always trying to create the situation to where I could do this full-time.